100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
Oh, fighting off the defender. Still on his feet. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown. Todd Gurley, 72 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. But I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And, right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On first down, it's Gurley. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this.
And he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the NFC adds on to their lead. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is...
And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too.
And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the AFC ready to go on offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Brees to Ertz for the NFC first. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They try right side here. Gurley is free. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brees. Caught by Jones. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones. 36 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a short kick, taking it. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go, baby.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, Conner looking for space. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and this results in 6. Touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And a route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. George Kittle taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you're looking to.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the NFC. And shutting him off, now open field. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
But without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle him.
And that's the thing. You've got to wrap up. A lot of times these days you see guys, they just want to go as hard as they can and throw their body at somebody. That's not old school football, though.
No, old school football is fundamentals. Wrapping up, locking your hands, and trying to get him on the ground.
Rosas good with the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Patrick Mahomes and the AFC ready to go on offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. It's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
So don't say nothing.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, it's Connor. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here comes Cohen. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. So we've reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
And Owen coughed it up. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way.
And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Todd Gurley, 39 yards. And the NFC able to capitalize on that fumble recovery and turn it into 6. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game. They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 66 yards. And the AFC able to claw one back. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking deep for Julio. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a hit and a loose football. And that's picked up by the AFC.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer. And put your dinner.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
95-56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And now running right through it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Back out is the AFC offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to pick. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw. It's Mahomes. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mahomes will try again on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The AFC thus far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 52 yards. And the AFC able to get a little bit more respectable. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the Q. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is alive, accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense for the NFC back out there. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Ready? You ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 45 on second down, Mahomes finds his running back, James Conner. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. James Conner, 45 yards. And the AFC able to claw one back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coach.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize. So adjustments are often a big part of each and every game. And it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work. And being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes with a catch made by Hopkins. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. So
excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.